parang, we were able to do this to the highest rating, to the president with the highest exit rating,
Mm-mm.
the most popular president in living memory. Okay.
Kaya wala
You were
nang
able-
pakialam si wala nang pakialam si BBM
Na
na
parang-
sunugin yung buong political capital niya
we were able to get away with this, na kinuha namin siya, tapos wala namang nag-alsa, and etc. We can do everything. Ganyan ang nasa isip na ng mga yan. Na,
Yep.
Kaya ito mga kakamping, sinasabi ko na nga na.
Yep.
And where do you think this guy learned this kind of practices? Of course, he learned it from his father. Where
The playbook
else?
is pretty much the same.
Exactly the same. Diba? Exactly the same. Whether we like Ninoy or not, the pattern is the same. Si Ninoy, yung pinaka-maingay na
Staunch
opposite.
critic niya. Yeah.
Ginawa niya. Pinakulong niya. So,
Pinalayas niya.
sino yung pinakasikat ng panahon na yun eh. Ngayon, natakot na yung mga tao. Nagawa niya kay Ninoy. Kayo pa kaya? Sino ba kayo? Hindi ba? So, he followed the same thing. No? Una niyang ginawa, pinabagsak niya yung pinakamalaki. Because, gamble yun eh. Okay, tingnan natin kung mapapabagsak natin to. Hindi. Ngayon, kung mapabagsak natin, everyone is just a walk in the park. Hindi ba? O ginagawa niya ngayon kay Sara. Lalo na ginagawa niya ngayon kay Sara. Can you imagine? Sara is like, ang lakas-lakas sa survey and then nagagawa niya yan. Because they know na hindi nga lumabas yung mga tao dun sa tatay, dito pa kaya sa anak.
Yeah.
Ganyan ang nasa isip ng mga yan. Well, ang masasabi ko lang
isip sa mga tanga, nakakairita.
Well, ang masasabi ko lang ay ganito. It's this is what you call a fait accompli. Hindi pa siguro na nare-realize ng mga Pilipino to. The Philippines is no longer systems normal. Kung sino man ang may illusion pa that the Philippines is still systems normal in this current times, you have to remove that illusion. It's no longer systems normal. The system has finally is collapsing before our eyes spectacularly, and there's nothing that you can do anymore. It is collapsing spectacularly, and anything can happen right now. So there's no more sense of talking about laws and etc. because the system has collapsed. Whatever happened in the Senate right now, I have never witnessed it in my in my life. To be honest, I never seen this, no? Na ganitong
the brazen disregard of rules.
Hindi lang, I don't care about the rules. The way that Malacanang maneuvered all of these, na independent dapat ang Senado. The Senate is no longer independent. It's no longer, talaga naman hindi siya independent kasi nga meron talagang chikahan from the executive yan parate, no? Pero ito talaga brazen use of power. Nagpapakulong ka ng senador para makuha mo yung enough na boto diyan. You have to revert this in order to stop a blue ribbon committee hearing regarding flood control project. In other words, this is actually how the administration of Bongbong Marcos fathers look like. The only difference is naka-announce yung martial law ng panahon ng tatay ni Bongbong. So you have Congress and Senate being a rubber stamp, the rubber ducky of a president whose trust rating has already collapsed. The economy is bad. The business confidence has become negative. Ano to? Negative 35. Grabe yung binaba. Yung pinakita ng BSP. Negative confidence. There's no way that this could be saved anymore. Itong mga rules na to, they don't care anymore about them. So ngayon wala na siya. It's effectively not rules, no? This is pure brazen political maneuvering in order to save the mastermind. Simple as that. Kaya nga we live in exciting times because we don't know how this will end up. And I'm really looking forward what's going to happen later. It's already 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Late. Because the BBM administration made it harder for themselves. Matutuloy ba bukas ang Blue Ribbon Committee? Will the Senate be padlocked? Will they allow it? So now you're gonna have a very tense political situation later. And
It is going to be tense.
And all this because they don't want the 18 Marines to testify in Blue Ribbon Committee about the maletas. Take note of that. Kaya yung sinasabi nila na si Martin ang mastermind, si Martin naman yung dinidiin dun sa maleta eh. Bakit ayaw nila? Ibig sabihin, sarswela lang itong ginawa nila, kunwari si Martin ang mastermind. Pinaglalaroan tayo.
Correct.
I really think what happened to Jinggoy Estrada, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, was a sample na maybe they thought that the administration will not follow through their threats na pag ayaw yung sumunod, kulong kayo, unbailable.
They are already locked in na sila dyan. And it's going to be Joel Villanueva. There is a very, very strong, I receive an information from a very, very reliable source that Joel Villanueva is going to join the Win-Gatchalian group so that they would be ultimately declared to be the majority.
Kaya nga, ginamit si Jinggoy. Ginamit si Jinggoy na panakot. Na kinulong nila si Jinggoy. Ayaw mo ha. So inunan nila si Jinggoy. And so nakita na nila na masusunod sila kay Jinggoy. Kung ayaw nila sumunod. Sino ba yung may mga kaso? Si Joel Villanueva, si Jinggoy, si Cheese.
Marcoleta is gonna be next.
Si Marcoleta.
They're also going to put Marcoleta in jail even if on a basis yung kaso sa kanya. Sa totoo lang sa kanya, kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, pati judiciary kasali dyan, tangina. Pati judiciary kasama na dyan. They are giving nudge. They are adding to the armaments of this administration.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko nga, di ba, the system has already collapsed. Ano na to, we are now in the point of no return.
Ano isasuggest dyan? Dali natin sa Supreme Court. Sige nga, ano yung public interest cases na dinesisyon ng Supreme Court? I went to the Supreme Court. Sige nga. I experienced it firsthand. I moved 300,000 people to plead.
Grabe yung grabe yung what they were doing, no? Can you imagine they're going just to make, tapos si Leandro, ginagawa na nila kay Leandro. Look at what happened, no? All the critics of the administration are being put in jail, and whatever.
Being put in jail, and I just posted my bail today.
Yeah, so ganyan yung ginagawa nila. So, ano na yan nila? They're going to be, I don't know. That's the end of it. At nakakaloka, no? Yung they will, Subiri wanted to change the number of senators required to convict Sara Duterte.
Yun yung plano kasi nila eh.
Hindi nga eh. I really think na gusto lang nilang magsalita kung ano ang gusto nilang sabihin without actually understanding what actually happened during the committee hearings of Senator Robin Padilla. And they didn't even see how Robin Padilla actually handled the hearing and what actually Robin Padilla believes about how the Constitution be amended. Hindi ba? Hindi ba nito napanood yung about parliamentary parliamentary system. And I don't even think that Amando even understand what shift to parliamentary system mean or what parliamentary system is, because I'm pretty sure this Armando didn't even graduate in high school.
So magsasalita kayo na mas nakakaya si Robin Padilla nakita.
Grabe, ibang klase yung coup, no? The coup is actually really usurpation of authority.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Yes! Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina pa. Yan yung dinidiscuss ko kanina pa sa mga kausap kong mga nilalang. Sabi ko, the session today can be described as usurpation. It is void because they usurp the functions of the majority.
Usurpation talaga siya. Ibang klase. And it was actually enabled. May Malacanang, sinelebrate pa nga ni Claire Castro eh. Ito po ay naaayon sa rule of law.
Mga putang ina mo. Mamasang ka. Rule of law, puta. Ewan ko sa'yo. Ina.
May gusto na umakyat.
Rule of law sa barangay ninyo.
May gusto na umakyat si Jelang. Ano to? Jelang something.
Jel Angeles. Ayan. O sige, umakyat ka na. O sige, yung mga galit dito, sige na. Tawag dito, akyat lang kayo, pero I am going to give you 3 minutes each. Alam ko marami sa inyong galit na galit at gusto maglabas ng galit. Pero you deserve what you are going to tolerate.
You don't ask anyone on what you should do. you ask yourself
What you can do.
what you want to do regarding this. Ngayon, kung magtatanong ka, ano yan, lalabas ba ako? Girl, you are a
Wala kayong makasabi sa akin kung anong dapat gawin.
you are a
Wala kayong
citizen. You are a
makasabi sa akin
citizen.
kung dapat gawin.
You are a citizen of the Philippines, and you don't need suggestion from anyone on what you should do. Just do it. Just do it. Go somewhere else and just do it, because kung maghihintayin kayo of what you wanna do, what just do it. Do anything that you can in order to actually express your
Kasi yung
Huwag kayong magtanong sa akin kung anong from the judiciary.
Hindi, grabe yung ano, no? Grabe yung, nakita niyo yung progression. So, nagpalit ng Senate presidency. Si Soto, very congenial pa noon. Congratulations, ganyan. Tapos biglang, pagkatapos noon, nilusob yung Senate. Pagkatapos noon, nung palit-palit na ng nung na-announce na magkakaroon ng Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on flood control, biglang ni-rush na nila na kunin uli yung control ng Senado. So, I really think that sa mga Duterte supporters kasi, they can see this, no? Yung mga Duterte supporters, I'm pretty sure meron kayo mga kakamping friends or non-political or whatever. I really hope that you can talk about this sa inyong inuman or in your conversation, because we are talking here about your money. Pinaghirapan niyo to.
Why do you not want the investigation to happen?
For every Filipino that actually, yes, Mrs.
You know why they were so bold?
Do tell, sige, Mrs. Ano po tingin nyo?
Because when they arrested PRRD, and then there was no uprising that stopped it.
Yes.
They realized that
they can pretty much do anything, ano?
Oo, na parang, we were able to do this to the highest rating, to the president with the highest exit rating. The most popular president in living memory. Okay.
Kaya wala nang pakialam si wala nang pakialam si BBM na sunod yung political capital niya
We were able to get away with this, na kinuha namin siya, tapos wala namang nag-alsa, and etc. We can do everything. Ganyan ang nasa isip na ng mga yan. Na, kaya ito mga kakamping, sinasabi ko na nga na, dude, you are nothing compared to PRRD when it comes to support of the people.
Kaya nga.
Diba? Kaya itong nangyari ngayon sa Senate for the Addictus Benedictus. Girl, ano lang to? This is just another day.
Yeah. Just research na lang sa kanya yan parang side dishes lang sa kanya.
Yeah, compared to what happened to what they did to PRRD, na nagkaroon pa ng group effort. Ito hindi na to group effort. Ano nga lang ata ito ganito lang to. Kunwari ako si Ma'am, si Joey, no? Oy, Inday. Ay, girl. Oy, tawagin mo nga yung yung hardinero ko. Ikaw, kunwari hardinero ko.
Yung cupbearer niya.
Hardinero.
Yes, ma'am.
Tawagan mo nga si sabihin mo pag hindi siya is ganon. Ganon na lang, girl. Ito yung mga tipong inuutos na lang sa hardinero para takutin yung senador. Sabi ng, hello po, Senator M. Ako po ang hardinero ni ganyan. Oh my God! Kaya mo hardinero! what they did to PRRD instilled fear to every politician in the Philippines because papalag ka? Nakita mo yung ginawa namin kay Digong?
Correct.
Ano kasi? Do you really think that the Malacanang don't look at Digong like someone na talagang
nasa pedestal yan in terms of yung capabilities.
He's a giant in Philippine politics. Kaya yun una nilang ginawa, patumbahin si Digong. Kasi pag napatumba na nila si Digong, everything is just walk in the park. Yep. Tama si Joey. We deserve what we tolerated. So yung nangyari kay Digong yun, nung kinuha siya, sinalagay sa plane, with no uprising, with nothing, with no ang nangyari lang is okay, nirewardan sa election yung mga kakampi ni Digong. For them, so what? But sa kanila, you cannot take it away from them that they were able to do that to Digong. You have to give them kudos to that they were able to pull that off without any uprising. Kasi yun ang kinakatakot nila. They tested the water. They gambled. Okay? They gambled with what they did to Digong. And then what they did, they succeeded flawlessly. And then after that, every politician in the Philippines now look at this Addictus Benedictuses and said, okay, we now have a choice. Are we going to bandwagon, or are we willing to risk our political career and end up like Digong? That is now the question that is lingering in the minds of every politician in the Philippines. And now, you saw everything. Yung mga, akala mo may mga prinsipyo sa buhay. Ang nakita nila, mag-ano na lang ako, makimaleta na lang ako kaysa mag-end up ako katulad kay Digong. Yan na ang mga nasa isip ng mga yan. Okay? Kasi naisip nila wala namang ang mga tao naman hindi naman nila ako pagtatanggol. So they might as well just join and everything. But the silver lining here is this. We don't know what's bubbling underneath. I'm pretty sure that there are forces in the Philippines who are disgusted by what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And then they might just be looking for the proper timing in order to do something. Kasi ako, I maybe call it fate, no? Kasi that's the only thing that I'm holding on to. Maybe call it fate. But if that's not bubbling, then
we're in for a very dark road ahead kung sakasakali man. Kung ganun. Ayun nga actually, gusto ko ring ma-emphasize na yung ginawa nila kay Digong. Parang naalala niyo yung mga hunter na pumapatay ng mga, yung nilalagay sa mantel para mga prize head nila.
Yes, remember this is exactly what happened during the father's time. During the first time of the father, they tolerated it, the politicians during that time tolerated what the father was doing. Yung pagka-aresto kay Ninoy, yung ganyan, yung mga inaresto niya, yung mga kalaban niya, they tolerated it. Yung biglang bumaliktad kay tapos eventually bumaliktad din yung mga nagto-tolerate na yun kay yung mga pinagagawa ni Marcos.
Yung mga cronies niya.
Why they tolerated it? Kasi nakikinabang sila.
Yep.
And where do you think this guy learned this kind of practices? Of course, he learned it from his father. Where
the playbook
else?
Is pretty much the same
Exactly the same. Diba? Exactly the same. Whether we like Ninoy or not, you know, the pattern is the same. Si Ninoy, yung maingay na
staunch critic niya. Yeah.
Ginawa niya, pinakulong niya. So,
Pinalayas niya.
sino yung pinakasikat nung panahon na yun eh. Ngayon, natakot na yung mga tao. Nagawa niya kay Ninoy, kayo pa kaya? Sino ba kayo? Hindi ba? So, he followed the same thing. No? Una niyang ginawa, pinabagsak niya yung pinakamalaki. Because, gamble yun eh. Okay, tingnan natin kung mapapabagsak natin to. Hindi. Ngayon, kung mapabagsak natin, everyone is just a walk in the park. Hindi ba? Ginagawa niya ngayon kay Sarah. Lalo na ginagawa niya ngayon kay Sarah. Can you imagine? Sarah is like, ang lakas-lakas sa survey and then nagagawa niya yan. Because they know. They know na hindi nga lumabas yung mga tao dun sa tatay. Dito pa kaya sa anak.
Yeah.
Ganyan ang nasa isip ng mga yan. Kaya, inaano ko is, I hope that there's something bubbling underneath all of this and that we should be up for a positive surprise. Because if that's not bubbling, then maybe we have to wait for ilang taon na ba ngayon? 3 years? We have to wait for 17 more years.
No? And ayun, we're all in this together. Ay, si Mrs. may sasabihin pa.
I just read the news.
Let's go.
Remember, one of the things that the Philippines wanted from the United States is to actually push for the Philippines to become, to get a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council. Do you remember that? It's like one of the part of the deal nung panahon na bigla siya nag-pivot and etc. Never voted.
Hindi nag-grant?
Hindi nag-grant ng the Philippines was not voted. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Kasi botohan to eh. Sa UN. Girl,
walang may tuwala.
Nobody wants the kasi ano yan eh, they're selecting from, may mga slated seat for Asia. The Philippines has not been voted by Asians.
Any Asian country.
Kyrgyzstan ang nakuha. Girl, Kyrgyzstan.
Isa doon sa mga stan na countries. Wow,
speaks of our international
relationship, international relations natin.
The United States was not able to deliver.
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin, bakla, wala
they are slipping na.
Yan na nga lang yung gusto nilang maging crowning glory eh. Nakakita mo, nakakuha tayo ng pinagkakatiwalaan tayo sa buong mundo. Bakla you were defeated by Kyrgyzstan. You're nothing. You are nothing now to the international community. Hindi na deliver sa'yo ng United States. The United States was not able to deliver to you the seat. Nakakuha Kyrgyzstan. And gusto ko lang sabihin is, thank you, Uncle. Char.
Ay, nako, si Bongbong ay isang birhen.
Kasi Kyrgyzstan is part of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So, Kyrgyzstan versus the Philippines, sinong nanalo? Kyrgyzstan. Nobody trusts.
Nag-donate pa sila niyan, Nag-donate pa sila ng pera. Ay, nako, sinuhulan pa.
Wala ka ng crowning glory na, kita mo, nakuha natin, ang ganda-ganda natin. Girl, hindi ka maganda. Titingnan ko nga kung ilan ang botohan.
Nagsabi dito, 68 daw.
68 votes? Okay.
68 votes? 68 votes lang sa Pilipinas?
Diyos ka. Sinusukan na tayo ng labas. Sinusukan na rin
siya dito. That's only 35%. Ew.
Jesus.
Wala siyang yung gusto niyang ma-achieve para magkaroon siya na kita mo na-elect tayo ng ng president ng UN, non-permanent member na tayo ng UN. Hindi ka sinuportahan. Wawa naman. Wawa naman.
Wala na naman siyang may pagmamalaki sa
Ang sabi ko lang is karma. Ibig sabihin, nobody likes the Philippines. Ibig sabihin, they cannot entrust you to vote on matters of peace and security in the world. Such a shame.
True.